So over in this bee yard, we did 10 splits over here. Coming back now and putting honey supers on. Our flow is starting pretty good actually, mesquite, which I'll show you a photo of here. I think I got a photo. And so we had singles on most of these, single super honey supers on. We came back, put doubles on. You know, that mesquite, when it cranks, it's gonna go fast as far as, you know, what they bring in. So not all of them got doubles. You know, we got a couple got singles. There's one there, there's two down there, three down there actually. And there's an empty box down there. Of course, there's an empty box right here. But all the nukes are pretty packed out as far as food that they need. We see, you know, get brood going, which I've seen a lot of cat brood in there. So probably this coming week, we're gonna get some more deeps ready. Boy, I'm out of breath, it's so hot out here. Sorry, but it's hot. And just get that, you know, get those into deeps, because they're gonna explode in those nukes and they're gonna take off. They're gonna get overcrowded real fast. So that's what we're doing in this yard. We still got another yard to do today. Hopefully I can suffer through this heat that we're getting, extreme humidity right now. Very little breeze, but we'll go do that. Hopefully I might just pull, you know, I'll probably look at a couple and see how full they are over at another bee yard. If they're full, I'll put the second deep on. If not, I'll probably wait, because I'm hot and it's hot out here. And I said there's very little breeze. There's a little breeze, but man, it's not much. So anyway, we'll check in when we get over there. So just finished over here at my sister-in-law's bee yard, where we put 10 splits at. We're actually putting double deeps on today. They're going crazy. They're building fast. So and we do have a frame feeder in there, so that took up a spot. I think there's 9 frames in the bottoms, so they're filling it up pretty quick. We did all of them except for one. That was probably the smallest colony out here, but it needs a box. But I only had 9 to put on, so I got to build another box. I got to get it painted and everything so we can use it. The other thing I need to do is tip these pallets up a little bit, because they're kind of leaning back, and we don't want that because we don't want condensation water getting inside. I don't have holes drilled in these bottom boards to let moisture out, so I'm just going to come and get some ground contact pressure treated lumber and stick underneath these pallets on the rear to lift them up, and I'll take care of that. But hey, these are bustling colonies. I mean, I took the entrance reducers off. I think earlier I might have said entrance excluder, but I meant entrance reducer if I said that wrong. And I took those off. I don't think we have to worry about robbing right now, because we are in a nectar flow. Like I said, mesquite starting to kick in. We have a lot of other stuff that's out here right now that's just going bonkers. You know, we got horse mint. We got thistle and a bunch of stuff actually. Sunflower, wild sunflower's up already. Milkweed is starting to bloom. And like I said, mesquite, it's here. It'll probably be later this week when it actually opens up, but when it takes off, we got 3 to 4 weeks of it where we can pack a lot of honey in. I don't know if I'll put honey supers on these. I'm trying to get these to draw comb for fall and winter. Since they are small, you know, they were nukes that I created and put in over here. So anyway, that's where this is at. We got this space on each of these pallets, because in the spring we will just split this top deep off and make another colony, and then we'll go into honey flow like that next spring for these. So it'll be 20 colonies over here hopefully next year, if they all make it, and we can do a split off of each one. And that'll give us a good amount here to hit the flow next year to produce honey. And you know, we're just growing and growing. So I would show you my face, but I'm like sweating, I'm drenched. I just took my suit off. These bees are so calm. I could have worked them with just a jacket, maybe even just a veil and gloves. They didn't bother me a bit. They didn't try to sting me. I mean, I'm staying here from, they're not trying to follow me. So these queens worked out really good on here. And like it is, we are in a flow right now. It's starting, you know, pretty good. We've been in a minor flows, But now it seems like we're getting into some of the bigger flows for us in our area. And mesquite is that, milkweed is that, horse mint, and some other things. I was looking for some horse mint around here, but you know, I did mow this for hay, so I might have knocked it down. But there's stuff back in here in this back pasture. And you know, there's some flowers, wildflowers over here. I don't know what that is, but I'm pretty sure if it's got nectar, the bees have hit it already. There's all kinds of stuff in here. The blackberries are done. They've dropped their berries, so we don't have nothing there. And man, they were delicious, by the way. The ones we picked were awesome. And so those are in here. Well, dewberries, I call them blackberries or dewberries. But I love picking these things, and they make the greatest blackberry cobbler in the world. They're so sweet. These are hackberries. They bloomed earlier in the spring. That's kind of what gets us going, along with the willows, get us going. I'm gonna walk up here past my truck and show you what else we got going on in here. A lot of hackberry, like I said, mesquite all over the place out here. There's all kinds of little weeds on the ground that just bloom and bloom and bloom. But then you see this right here. I call this thistle. I hope it's right, but that's what I call it. And it's in here. We just got a little patch here. But man, it is everywhere out here in this area right now, along with horse mint. I'm surprised I don't see no horse mint over here, because usually it's everywhere, but it's around here. It's on our place. It's all around our colonies over there. And it's up and down the county roads here, and in I see it in the fields out there. But and I see bees on this. Look, there's a bee right there. There's a bee working that right there. Look at that. See? So that one, she's trying to get something off of that. Pretty sure it's been hit pretty hard already today. But anyway, that's where we are. Like I said, these will be some quick updates. It's too hot to get the GoPros out. They'll just melt in this weather. So I'm having to use my iPhone. Good thing about coming over here to this bee yard, I can bring my truck, and it makes it a lot easier to bring stuff. I got the air conditioner on, that's why it's running. And like I said, it's hot. But hey, we will check y'all later. See here, I was just like maybe 100 yards from my bees over here, and 200 from the other. All that thistle, what I call it, all that horse mint. These fields over here, there's a bunch. Fields just like this all over the place over here. I mean, it is everywhere. And so this is going to produce us a lot of nectar, a lot of honey. There's some big horse mint there this year. So, a lot of, I call this, baby. Just want to show you that.